Daniel's Dread Tales is a show for grown-ups. It may contain adult language and adult themes. Please check the episode description for content warnings.
Last time on Eternal Lies. As private sessions with Dr. Keaton revealed cult machinations afoot, the doctor became more and more visibly shaken, to the point that Dr. Smalls prescribed a forced vacation to the Yucatan, effective immediately. With Keaton securely on the other side of a hyperspace gate, Collin went to work on the door before a quick word with Edgar Job, while the others tracked down the crew's belongings and a means of escape. The die is cast, the pact is sealed, may God have mercy on our souls. It's Daniel's Dread Tales.
I have not listened to it in full yet. Where exactly did we end off?
That is not the most recent one.
That was right. That's not the most recent one because we spent two episodes being institutionalized. That's right.
Yep. And I haven't started editing the other one, so all I can remember is we were deciding whether we should go get the plane or not.
I would argue that we should.
I also
Because
think we should.
we have all our books on that plane.
Yes. Also, I vote for going to get the plane because if we're using a hyperspace gate to get there, that's hard on whoever does it, the further away it is.
Yeah. I think we should... We had established that plane was not in Alabama, so we are going to have to teleport back to the Yucatan for it.
Alabama?
Atlanta.
That's what I...
Savannah.
Savannah. Ugh.
Savannah, Georgia.
Right.
I know the difference between southern states. I live in a Midwestern one. I don't know any differences between southern states.
Okay. Regardless, you made it to the airport in Alabama? No. Savannah. So, you're at the airport, you discovered your plane is not there.
I think we should teleport to the Yucatan, back to our plane. In theory, nobody will be looking for us, and our plane will have been left there. So we just go to our plane, we make sure it hasn't been sabotaged, and then we fly away.
I'm a little bit fuzzy on the definition of princess as our plane, but as for the rest of the plan, I completely agree.
Okay, Kearns' plane, there.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was Janet Winston Rogers' plane.
It is Janet Winston Rogers' plane.
The fuck did you just say?
Though, to be fair, I think JB would have at least somewhat of a claim on calling it our plane out of any of us.
I will also note, speaking of Miss Winston Rogers, do recall, you haven't heard from her, and she hasn't heard from you for a while now.
Last we heard from her wasn't the message that she was basically going into hiding and that she would contact us when it was safe for her to do so.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
What a silly thing for her to think.
Yeah.
And also, wasn't she one of the masks?
No.
That was not the impression I got.
No.
No? She wasn't
No,
one of the
she was
masks
not.
of... Okay.
Actually, Golgoroth was the only person who spoke as her.
Yeah.
Not one of the masks.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, that might also mean something else if Golgoroth was speaking as her, but...
No, there's only one liar.
Oh, okay.
Fuck off, Daniel.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
You know, that's just going to be a problem for later, if that is indeed a problem. For now, I've made my idea very clear, and no one said no yet, so...
Yeah, it seems like this is the plan, at least step
I
one.
like the plan. I like it.
I mean, it feels almost weird that this has become so blasé a little bit, but who's going to open up the hyperspace gate?
Has stability refreshed since we leveled up? Yes? No? Maybe?
I don't know.
You should have
Just say yes.
I'm going to say you are refreshed fully. We will see if you get any more, maybe, before the campaign ends. We'll see.
Fair enough.
I think you are fully refreshed, but also be holding on to your points because there is a
Yeah.
good chance that you will not get a full refresh. You might be able to get a partial refresh depending on what happens. But these are probably your points going into the end of the campaign.
Aw, but I hate rolling dice.
We can explain this in fiction by before we left, we found the good meds.
Yeah. He was hiding them in his office.
Eh.
Hell yeah.
I'm a doctor. I know what to look for. I also have Pharmacy 4, so I would definitely know what to look for. So it'd take 10 minutes to do it, because I have physics. Difficulty 3 for the stability check, you said?
Yes. So first you need to do the test, and then you need to pay the cost.
Yeah. Yes. I will spend 1 point of physics, and I am going to spend the 2 stability to... I know you just said not to spend a bunch,
Yeah.
but I just want this to succeed.
Okay.
This is not the time to have this fail on us.
Yeah, you probably don't want to trip on your first step out the door.
Yeah.
Don't draw a penis.
What?
What?
Last time.
Last time,
I failed the spell.
by drawing a penis.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that did.
Spent the whole hour. Nobody stopped me.
And yeah, that's why I ended up
We were
opening it to somewhere I knew.
Okay. In my defense, I was just admiring the detail.
I was...
You were doing the same, I presume.
Yeah, probably.
Truly, I didn't know I had it in... Never mind.
So you spent those 2 points to make the test. Now you need to spend 2 more points of stability or 4 health.
Yeah, no. I'll because the
got
health
first
comes
aid.
with permanent loss.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
right.
also who knows if you're getting a refresh on the stability though. But okay.
I've managed with low stability before.
Okay. I'm just saying. I will stop now. But all y'all be very conscious of your points.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Believe me.
no. We are all very aware we are going into the final boss.
I'll use a point of mechanical repair.
Just
throw it at someone.
okay.
The destination I had in mind is inside the cabin of the plane.
That is a place that you recognize. You could teleport there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Because then that way, even if they did move it, we still get the plane.
Notably, not the cockpit.
Not
Crunch
the
doesn't
cockpit.
let anybody up there.
Just the main cabin. Everybody line up in a line. I don't
All
want
right.
anybody appearing in a seat, literally.
You're not going to make me go through another one of these things, are you?
Yes.
Push.
This time I draw it on a wall.
Okay, everybody else, you do need to make a check because it is being reduced because you've teleported a couple of times now. But you do need to make a check because you're seeing this spell cast in front of you.
5.
Difficulty for loss of 3.
I rolled a 5.
Okay.
4.
Fuck off.
Womp womp.
Well, Kearns hasn't done this before, right?
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So we just walk through it. That's it.
Watch how a pro does it. And just like that, you're in Mexico.
No notes.
All right. Yeah, it is at the airport. It's in the same hangar that it was before. It's just sitting there.
Before I step through, I plug my nose as if I'm about to.
Jump into a pool.
Yeah. Yeah, as if I'm about to cannonball into a pool. I'm very not sure what to expect.
See, it's no biggie.
What's the last you said? 3?
3.
That's not too bad.
Yeah. And
It'd
that
be a
is
lot worse.
reduced from what it probably should be, but whatever.
First thing I do is I gotta make sure everything is where I left it.
It seems like no one has been here.
And then mechanical repair.
You do a check over the plane to make sure it's all working correctly. It is. That is good because, there was that time somebody put a bomb on your plane, so
A bomb?
That did happen once.
yeah.
It did.
Nope.
Yeah.
Something was loose.
Yes.
Like a fuel line was cut.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is a significant difference.
There was no bomb.
You're right, it wasn't a bomb. I actually was thinking about putting a bomb on your plane another time. I've maybe given away an alternate reality. Your plane had been sabotaged before, not a bomb.
Just to be sure, I like the sensors and say right to the machine spray.
Okay.
Beautiful.
It doesn't do anything. It never
Yes,
does
it does.
anything.
Yes, it does.
It's
Never
always
does
doing something.
I'm gonna paint it red.
Those people don't revere the machine spirits, though. Okay, no 40k.
People is a very loose definition.
Well, okay, those beings do not revere the machine spirits. And with that, do you guys fly to your destination?
Does it look like anybody is gonna follow us?
Not immediately.
Okay, cool.
The airport itself is not used often. It's not like a rinky-dink airport. It's a real-ass airport, but flights only come in like once or twice a day. They do have regular flights that come in, but you don't even need to necessarily give a flight plan or anything to the airport. It is clear enough that you could probably just do that.
Hey, Mr. Kearns, what's our fuel situation looking like?
That was gonna be my question, yes. How are we doing for fuel?
You are probably going to need to stop somewhere along the way to get fuel, which is difficult because there's not a ton of places to stop. But there's a couple of islands here and there that you could land on, get some fuel. Your flight plan will need to probably go by Hawaii.
Ooh.
Or maybe...
we're going that
Sounds
way.
fun.
Yeah.
Ooh, I've always wanted to try one of those coconut drinks with little umbrellas in them.
Unfortunately, we are very pressed for time.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll get you a coconut for your birthday, Kearns.
Do you know when my birthday is?
Yeah.
I have my ways of finding out.
If we can do it while the plane's refueling.
That is true.
Yeah. Alrighty. Hawaii it is.
Yeah. And also, maybe you wouldn't stop in Hawaii. I don't know. I didn't quite do the math on how the plane would get across the Pacific. But planes can make it across the Pacific. Such a thing exists. It would be tricky, but such a thing does exist. So
Kearns is a pro.
We're in a
Yeah.
fancy above top of the line for the aeroplane. We can make it.
also teleportation exists. So like,
Exactly.
you know.
Steal some fuel from the fascists.
Why not, right?
You're probably not going to run into a ton of fascists in Hawaii.
Fair enough.
I mean,
No, it is part of the U.S.
and I mean, also the entire island was stolen away from the indigenous population. So, like, you know. But Hawaii is almost straight west from where you are, if you're looking at a map. So,
Alrighty. Westward it is. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Please keep all of the appendages inside the vehicle at all times.
Ableist.
What? Oh. Sometimes I forget.
Yep, I steer into the... I forgot what it's called. Renee forgot what it's called. What's the...
Runway?
C.
Runway, thank you.
You're welcome.
I was close.
Yeah, I steer into the runway and lift off. JB, want to see inside the cockpit?
Collin looks so jealous.
Now? But, yeah, no, you meant, of course, yeah, that'd be nice.
I imagine, like, during the flight, I maybe even let you sit in my seat and, like, steer the plane a little bit, all the while it's on autopilot, but you think you're actually flying it.
God, no, JB would be way too terrified. It's like, I ain't touching any buttons in this nightmare, absolutely not.
Oh, can we do the scene, like, in that movie where, like...
Titanic?
No, in that movie where the pottery scene, remember? Like,
Go.
Oh my
Ghost.
God.
you know, your hands on the steering thingy and my hands are over yours, and we're like, it's all very nice and romantic.
Look, JB tries, but keeps on freaking out before he, like, even touches the steering wheel. This man specifically was not meant to fly.
Would it make you feel better if I told you it was autopilot?
No. Not really.
well, I will say that your flight is not the thing that you should be concerned about. The flight goes relatively smoothly. You make your way to Hawaii. After that, you're going to need to land. These days, you would land in Japan or maybe South Korea. That's not really flying these days because, well, Japan's not super friendly with the United States at the moment.
Nope.
But you probably make your way to the Philippines is where you're going to refuel. I assume at some point you guys sat down with a map and started figuring out the best way to get to Mount Kailash,
Yeah.
the Devouring Mountain. Generally, what you're going to do is you're going to be landing in Delhi, in India, and then making your way northeast into Tibet, and then eventually to the mountain itself. You know where it is on a map. You know, and this is a thing that we've discussed before, it is considered a holy mountain. to several different faiths.
Well, yeah, it's got at least one hole. The mouth hole with the vampire teeth.
Vampire teeth.
We're still talking about that picture I made. Look, don't worry.
You're
about
never
it.
gonna live it down. You're
It's a pretty
never
good
gonna
picture.
live it down.
Yes.
Just forget about it.
I think unless there's anything we want to see in particular while we're flying, the worst thing that you're going to feel during this flight is anxiety, probably, for what the future holds.
It was suggested we do a campfire card in the Discord. Maybe we're all getting chatty because we're so anxious.
Yeah. We can do
Oh
one-
yeah, that's definitely part of it. Mm-hmm.
We can do one of those while we're flying there. It takes about 3 days to fly, 2-3 days. 3 days if
wow.
you're going to sleep. Yeah.
Yeah, I probably need to sleep at some
Yeah.
point.
Wow.
I'll take nightmares over landing us into the mountain.
Yeah, it sounds good to me.
I don't know. That might be a good way to get the liar.
Nah, you cannot land in the mountain. Unfortunately, there is no... First of all the mountains makes it very hard to land there. And also, like, obviously nobody's set up an airport around there either. It's going to be several days after you land to make your way to the mountain proper.
Okay, so I found a campfire card. It says, in 10 years, what do you think you will miss the most about your life right now? And what will you be glad to leave behind? That is, if there is a 10 years
Indeed.
from now.
The mouth.
You know, yeah, I'm not gonna miss the constant, horrible, mind-shattering, human-consuming danger. I'm gonna be very happy to leave that shit behind.
Yeah, you say that now.
What I am going to miss... You know, no offense, guys, but this has been pretty horrible. You're all great friends, and I'm glad to have met you. So if we do go our separate ways, not you and me, Kearns, we're stuck together forever.
Obviously,
but,
yes.
The rest of us, if we go our separate ways, I will miss you guys. I already miss the friends we've lost along the way. So, yeah, you know, I'll miss the adventure, the team. You know, I won't miss what the team was doing, but I'll miss the team.
Yeah, I think definitely the problem solving together, you know, the challenge, the different skills that we get to apply in all of our different ways. Everybody gets to shine through this horrible darkness. Yeah, that's definitely something to miss. The knowledge, however, I feel like I'm never going to sleep peacefully ever again. Just knowing that things like that exist out there.
I think Smalls at that point would probably miss his sanity. The man willingly marked himself for Golgoroth, and should he survive 10 years, he's not going to be thinking in the same terms as the average human at that point.
Yeah, you're going to be a crazed cultist.
Well, I don't know that I'll be making it out of this one, but I think if I do, it'll be nice to look back at this and see a brief moment of clarity. Things I've seen done on all this, I think only way I'm going to be able to live with myself is to crawl back down into the bottom of a bottle.
I think we're going to be better off if we actually stick together. Having been through all of the things that we've been through, I think there is not going to be a lot of people out there who would understand.
Yep, but we're men in the 30s.
Hey, we could open our detective agency together. Our own detective agency together.
You and JB? That's a great idea.
No, all of us.
I mean, you'd be invited too.
I don't know. If Kearns feels weird that he is the one trying to keep up spirits somewhat.
Collin is in his element, bringing everyone down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yep.
Well, I think on that conversation that is sort of fun and sort of bummery, we sort of return to what we were doing quietly. I don't know how that conversation sort of peters out or anything. Is there anything else that people think they're getting up to as they fly?
I am writing a letter to be opened by JB in the event of my untimely demise. Or perhaps timely. I don't know.
Copycat.
We're all sure JB's going to be the one who lives.
Yep.
I don't know how I became the designated...
Survivor?
Yeah, I don't know what about JB says final girl, but apparently...
Don't worry, JB, I don't see it either.
It's just because you're the
Shush.
girliest one here, Nathan.
Somebody will need to write our story. It ain't gonna be me.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
I can barely string 2 words together on paper. Well, I mean, I'm flying the plane, obviously. So
Yeah, yeah.
that's kind of what I'm doing all the way.
Yeah, probably not reading the books is a good idea if you want to conserve your sanity.
Well, it would be the place to do it.
I know, but it's probably for the best that I not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we'll be okay as we are.
I mean, as okay as we can be, but
Yeah, everything is relative.
I think maybe probably at a few several separate points I put the plane on autopilot, if such a thing exists. If it doesn't, don't at me, I still do it. And I bust out like a game of, I want to say either cards or
Settlers of Catan.
no, what's the game? It's like checkers, but not
Chess.
with the dice. What is that?
I don't know.
Checkers, but not.
Yeah, it's like checkers, but with dice. Like you roll dice and you move the checkers around. What's that? Something grand.
Backgammon?
Backgammon. Thank you. Yes.
That's what I was thinking too, but then I was like, no, that's nothing like checkers.
I would say it is also nothing like checkers, but I googled checkers with dice and backgammon came up, so apparently
go.
we're not the only people who think it like that.
Yeah, really, I feel like Smalls would like rock it at poker.
probably. But that's only because of the fact that he can play head games.
Yes, that's exactly why.
That would be the only reason, is like he uses his university learning to fleece everybody.
Yep.
I'm pretty good at counting cards, but I've never played with a full deck.
Never change, Collin.
I think maybe as we see little shots of people reading books or playing cards or backgammon or flying or whatever, we eventually see you guys flying into the city of Delhi. It is the new-ish capital of the British Raj here in India. Reminder for those who might not know, India is more or less fully controlled by the British Empire at this point. This will not be the case forever, but it is still at this point. This is convenient for you because there are a good number of people that speak English, but not everybody is going to speak English. New Delhi, also a very crowded city. Thankfully, it does not have the crazy air pollution that it has nowadays in 2026. In fact, it's probably very lovely as you're flying in, seeing all the buildings and the hustle and bustle as it's going around. And as you land, I assume you're going to want to check out this hangar for a while to leave your plane here.
Probably, yeah.
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 And you're going to need to figure out how you're going to get to Mount Kailash. There is not like it's not like you could just hop on a bus and take a direct route there. It's going to take some time to get there. You've sort of been looking at some maps here and there. You have a vague idea of where to go. And at least this part of the world, especially this part of India, there are enough roads and buses and whatnot that you could start making your way to Mount Kailash. But once you get deeper into the Himalayas, the easy route is going to disappear. And you're going to need to either have a guide or go with people that are already going there, I guess, if you could find such people. Do we think we're going to be doing any investigating in Delhi proper before we get going? In terms of not like trying to find clues to some sort of grand mystery, though maybe, but more in terms of just figuring out how you're going to get there. Also, I suppose I should note, what are you bringing? Like, I know you're bringing yourselves, and you could probably get cold weather gear here in the city, but I guess maybe the big question is, are you bringing dynamite? Like, are you bringing cases and cases of dynamite? Because that is...
I'd like to.
Okay.
Maybe not cases and cases.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like several
Like-
cases.
I'd like this to keep this on the down low, because mostly between me and Kearns, because I don't know how much I can trust Collin or Smalls at this point. And that's no offense to either Russell or Damien. It's just You're both playing your characters like crazy people right now.
I have 2 sanity.
Well, I'm at 3, so I.
Oh, no.
So it makes sense that you're paranoid.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Am I the straight man?
Yeah?
Well, in every way except the one that counts.
I mean, I still have 8 sanity.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
fucking.
so do I.
I'm sorry. The perfect image of sanity here. Mr. branded himself with the sign of an elder god.
He made that decision sanely.
Yeah.
Okay, so what were you going to say? What were you going to keep between us?
I don't know. I guess I've never been that subtle about it, so maybe the others already know that I've been thinking about this the whole time. But I absolutely want to get as much dynamite as I can. That way, when Golgarath and Ygolinak are fighting it out, we can drop as much of this mountain as possible on their heads.
Good thing about mountains, and like I think I'm having a private conversation with you, JB, about it. Good thing about mountains, you don't really need to do much to drop it.
God, you're so right.
From what I know about mountains, it usually just takes like a single gunshot.
So the thing is, this thing is inside the mountain. Like, within the earth itself.
Oh, okay.
That
Okay, good point.
could take some doing.
It would take a lot of doing, in fact.
Yeah, I've got geology. Just how much dynamite would we need to collapse a sizable cavern in a mountain?
Collapse a mountain? Let's say 12 charges worth of dynamite.
Okay.
That's not too much.
It's a bitch to transport, though.
When you're on buses and stuff, it's probably easier. Bringing it up a mountain is going to be a bitch, but...
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I have a little bit of experience dropping things off of a plane. Let's put it like this. Could we just fly over the mountain while they're fighting and, drop some things on them?
No, I think...
I don't know if you're going to be able to get the plane there.
Yeah. I think it'd be too risky to try and, there would be no way to add it to, like, time everything and get the plane there and... No, I think we have to be there to do this.
Fair enough. How about this? What sort of beasts of burden they have here that can also climb mountains?
Chocobos.
I don't know if you're going to get any that can fully climb a mountain when you're on Mount Kalish, is just the thing. I don't think such an animal exists. On the way there, you could get, I guess, can you get a yak to carry stuff for you?
Editor's note. If you've done any sound design, you'll know that the search function in pretty much all of the sound effects libraries is dog shit. I couldn't find a yak sound effect, so here's something that came up when I searched for yak, courtesy of Splice. And it's what yaks sound like now. Fuck it.
Oxen or yaks?
Yeah. But again, you're probably like, that's relatively easy to do. Yeah, you could get a beast of burden. I think a yak, you could get that to help you get through there. Again, you're going to need to buy all these things and get that set up. But that is doable. For the record, just to put the charges in ballpark, 1 charge is about enough to blow up a door, 2 to blow up a car, 4 to blow up a house, and 12 is a good start at bringing down a entire mountain.
Yeah, well, we only need to, collapse the cavern where the Lyre and Golgoroth are,
How many sticks is 1 charge? Is it like 1 charge per stick, I feel?
It's abstracted, is what I'm doing here.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah. You also would know that you wouldn't put all 12 of the sticks in one spot. You would need to spread them out.
Okay, so we could be, even without an animal, we could be conceivably carrying stuff and spreading it out as we go. Arguably, we could get a sled and, with 13 athletics, I think I could pull it.
Just get a backpack that can contain an unrealistic number of suitcases.
Bag of holding?
Death Stranding.
Hey Paul, would you say that you are haunted by nightmares of the things that have happened on the Crow's Codex? I occasionally have some difficult dreams that come up. Most of those are associated with the most recent story.
Anything in particular with most recent story that's really haunted you?
The time where there were more mouths than we expected, or more eyes than we expected, or more eyes in mouths than we expected. It's hard to narrow it down.
Was it the fish with human teeth?
It's definitely up there.
If any of these things sound horrible to you, you can find them and more on the Crow's Codex, now part of the Imaginary Broadcast Network. It's as real as you want it to be.
The thing is, you don't necessarily know what Mount Kalish is like. You know what I mean? You would probably need to talk to somebody who knows about climbing up the mountain, which means you would need to find a guide to help you get up there, which means people would need to find said guide.
Yeah. I mean, the best part of every investigation. Going around, finding guides, planning our day. So
After breakfast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's get some let's get some curry, some butter chicken, roti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flag down a waiter. Hey, you know any mountains here that look like vampires?
The waiter does not know mountains that look like vampires.
Dang.
It was a long shot anyway.
Mm-hmm. Any people who are knowledgeable about those mountains?
Well, what sort of skills would you use to try to figure this out?
Streetwise.
Intimidation.
No. Streetwise is doing crimey stuff. This is not necessarily crimey stuff.
Fair enough.
Who's got oral
history?
Oral history would be perfect for this, yes.
We know somebody with oral history.
Mm-hmm.
Are you talking about me, or does someone else have it?
Yeah.
I have oral history.
Yeah, I was talking about both of them, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So India has several different languages, like ton of different languages, but in Delhi proper, they speak English, at least many of them, but Hindi is the language that is most spoken here, I believe.
You want to know something really funny?
Yeah?
I have one free language spot left.
Okay.
Yes! Do it!
JB speaks Hindi now.
Okay.
Picked it up on the plane.
Yep.
I got some books there.
Yeah.
Now, weirdly enough, my mother spoke that around the house all the time growing up, but I didn't retain any of it.
Really? As you are... So, what kind of things are you asking about with your oral history as you're looking around? Like, just how to get to Mount Kalish?
Yeah, and like any guides who would be willing to take us as far as we have to, you know?
Well, I have some unfortunate news. When you say you want to go to Mount Kalish, people start talking about different routes you could take. It's actually a relatively popular destination for pilgrimages. So you're recommended that you could join a group of pilgrims. And while that might be a little slow, because the pilgrims are probably going to stop at several different shrines along the way, that would be an easy way to get there. As you ask more about the details of climbing the mountain, almost everybody you talk to is like, wait, climb the mountain? No, you're not. The mountain is sacred. No one climbs the mountain. No one has ever climbed the mountain.
Except Captain Kirk.
In fact, climbing the mountain would be seen as blasphemy for anybody who tried to climb the mountain.
Yeah. Of course.
You could probably hire a guide to get you there, but to climb the mountain, most people are telling you, no, what are you, crazy? No, you can't go up there, no. One or two people will say something along the lines of, I can't get you up there. Nobody's crazy enough to go up there. Well, I maybe know one guy.
I think we'll need a lot of these pick things for the climbing.
There is a man by the name of Panu Singh that does not live in Delhi proper, but lives in a town along the route to Mount Kalish. It's sort of a town with no name. You're given a general description of it, and the description of this man by the name of Panu Singh. You know, only a madman would agree to lead such an expedition, but we know a madman. But anybody who mentions him says, but keep my name out of it. That guy's crazy.
Interesting.
Yes.
Very.
What's he saying, JP?
Oh my god.
Well, people know a guy, but nobody wants to be the one to be like, oh yeah, I know this guy. They're saying there's a crazy guy who can help us get up the mountain.
Yeah. And they directed you to a place where you could find him drinking himself to death.
Oh. Delightful.
This is a great plan.
Oh, I'll find him.
I mean, this probably means that he's seen some of the same shit that we've seen.
Yeah, there's
that
actually logic to that.
stands to reason. Yeah. So what's this guy look like?
I did not get a visual description, did I?
He is an Indian man. He'd probably be wearing a turban. Last anybody saw him, he's got a very large, distinctive mustache, and he look for a man who's a little bit emaciated and drinking themselves to death.
Okay, between that and his name will be alright.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I spaced out after mustache.
The question is, are you guys planning to travel sort of, quote-unquote, on your own, or would you like to join up with a pilgrimage?
Well, would the pilgrimage be going the right way or just straight to the mountain?
Singh is on the way to the mountain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We may as well join up with the pilgrimage.
Well, the more the murderer.
Do know, however, that the pilgrims would probably look down even more on the idea of you climbing the mountain because they super think the mountain is holy. That's why they are taking a pilgrimage there.
We don't need to tell them why we're going.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you're just bringing all the climbing gear and dynamite.
The GM did mention that the pilgrims would be slow,
Yeah.
and we're kind of on a time crunch.
Yeah, it might be better to just shoot speed here as best we can.
Yellow it is then? Alright.
So we're absolutely going to need a sled.
Not yet. You don't need
fine.
a sled yet. They're not in the snow yet.
I'm assuming it is, like, cooler here, though, even still.
It is, yeah, it's cooler here. Yeah.
So, yeah, basically, all Smalls would be picking up then here would be some, like, cold weather clothing and make sure he has enough ammo for his gun.
Oh, I've still got my parka from World War One. I wonder if it still fits.
So you're bringing your dynamite with you? You're bringing, like, 12 charges of dynamite?
You know, I guess it wouldn't hurt to bring a little bit more just in case we lose some.
We can, like, share the load.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
JB, you should have let me know. I got all this nitro with me.
How many charges of explosives are you bringing with you guys?
20.
Okay.
Right? 20? Good number?
Sounds like a nice round number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. The journey to Mount Kalish almost goes by as a blur. You stay in a series of inns that sort of blend together. You're riding in buses and cars past fields of cotton, wheat, and rice, eating meals of convenience in places whose names you forget. Your attention is, consumed by the monumental task that stands before you.
I'm just imagining Collin sitting on a bus with a crate of dynamite, and he's just looking at someone waving.
I would caution against just bringing it in a crate. Maybe I'd like a backpack, at least.
This is Collin we're talking.
Yeah, that's fair. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You also are going to be confronted at one point by the local government and asking, especially as you are bringing that much fucking dynamite with you. Like, we've established you're bringing a ton of dynamite with you.
How do they know we're bringing dynamite?
Yeah, how many points of conceal does someone need to spend to,
I've got conceal, by the way.
I guess you could make a...
That is what that's for.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess a difficulty 4 conceal.
Okay. I'm gonna spend my 1 point of conceal, I think. Did not need to spend. That is a 7.
Hell yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Your ultimate destination is going to be the city of Darchan. Well, city. Village of Darchan, which is the village at the base of the mountain. It's going to take some time. As you pass through a little village known as Dali, you eventually run into the man known as Panu Singh. Also, as you're traveling, you do hear some rumors about a Scotsman a little ways off the route that you're taking, who is in charge of a mining company. If you were looking for more dynamite, he might be a man to talk to. But it seems like you have enough dynamite with you at the moment.
It seems like it. And yet.
Probably have enough.
Fine.
When you find Panu Singh, it takes a little while to track him down at first, and eventually you locate a man unconscious in a back alley, sleeping off the effects of his daily heavy drinking.
I don't think it takes us that long. I think Collin uses his experience and detective ray.
You know what? You're right.
Not only has Collin found people professionally, he's also passed out in back alleys drunk.
Yeah. You know
Follow the
nothing
smell.
about this.
Just follow the smell.
Well, what do you do?
Well, about the only thing we can do right now is fireman carry.
What would be the preparedness roll for smelling salts?
I did do that.
I don't know if smelling salts is going to wake up a drunk. I mean, I guess it will, but...
I don't think you want to do that, JB. You know what drunk people do when they're roused suddenly by awful smells?
Yeah, just shove a thing of smelling salts under his nose and then step back real quick.
A first aid roll, or I suppose simple patience, will arouse him.
Oh my.
We don't got time for simple patience.
I'll roll first
Okay.
aid.
Difficulty 3.
Gift 3. Aha! I rolled a 3.
Nice.
All right. On the money.
Yay! I wake him up.
Go. And he says in a language you don't necessarily speak, leave me alone, leave me alone.
Do you happen to speak English?
Yes. When he realizes that you speak English, he says in English, leave me alone.
We've heard that before.
Mr. Panu Singh, I presume?
He looks up at you bleary-eyed and says, yeah, that's me. Leave me alone. He's trying to help himself to his feet to sort of stumble away from you.
I'll help him up.
Thank you.
Yeah, unfortunately, we can't really leave you alone. We need your services very desperately, but we are willing to compensate you. We need to climb a mountain, and we're told that you're the only person crazy enough to do it.
I don't do that anymore. I just want to be left alone.
Oh, he's seen some shit.
Because of the horrors, I assume.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't say that. That's not a way to get him to talk.
Yeah, of course not.
How about you and I have a drink and talk about why exactly you don't do this anymore?
I will let you buy me a drink.
There you go. Doesn't that sound nice?
Wait, what about the other part?
Well, drunk people are usually known to, be more willing to talk the more their blood alcohol content rises.
Well, this guy's wetter than a seal and he's selling us to fuck off.
He is hungover. We need to give him the hair.
All right, anyway. Where do you get a drink around here?
He directs you to a makeshift bar, as it were. There isn't like a big, sort of official bar in the little village that he's ended up in. But there's a place where people will drink.
Works for me.
You know what? I've been itching for a decent whiskey on rocks.
I don't think they have that.
Oh, what do they serve around here?
You're not quite sure what it is, but it's not pleasant. As you get one for Singh, he downs it almost immediately, ignoring the foul odor and taste.
Collin buys around for everyone except himself. He looks resentful of himself as he does so.
Your health. Oof. Strong stuff.
Yeah. Well, thank you for the drink.
So, see some mouth stuff up there?
What?
Mouth stuff.
This is not going great.
What? He truly, does not understand what you are saying.
We've seen some horrors of our own, and that's what brings us here. The horrors we saw were mouth-related. Ringing any bells or barking up the wrong tree?
Assess honesty, he truly has no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Just ask him how come he doesn't do it anymore.
Nah.
Of course, yeah.
Nobody else is there.
Mr. Singh, why are you so hesitant about guiding us up the mountain?
I don't... Where are you going?
We are going to Mount Kailash.
Oh. Nope. Can't go there. Not allowed to go up that mountain. It's sacred. The pilgrims would throw rocks at you, and, they'd be mad. I don't know, you could probably ignore a bunch of pilgrims, but they wouldn't be happy about it.
We've been informed, however, that you would be the one to ask for their expertise in this matter. And it sounds like we may be able to help each other. I would like to lean on reassurance.
Yes, I think reassurance is working. He is okay. No, I've never been up this Mount Kailash, but I could get you up there. It'd be have to be difficult to get by everyone, but as long as you give me the supplies I need and the money I need.
We'll pay you enough you'll forget you ever remembered anything.
Let's talk, buddy.
Oh, absolutely. I used to be an accountant. What would you like to know about?
A credit rating? Would that do it?
Yeah, you could spend a point of credit rating to make the deal.
I mean, I have 3. I could spend one.
Okay.
Okay.
And I think this would be probably the time to start spending credit rating.
Money's no issue, my friend.
I do want to note, you guys, I feel like you forget about the skill you have, bargain. But,
I do not have bargain.
Me
Fair
either.
enough.
You told us to hold on to our points, so I'm not going to do that.
Okay, you're right. Maybe you want to bargain with the elder gods you run into later or whatnot. Good point.
Dormammu, I come to bargain.
Singh will be joining you. He is not bringing any porters with him. He says, and anybody who tries to bring a porter with you, they will not follow you up that mountain. We're going to need to carry our own stuff.
That stands
That
to
makes
reason.
sense.
That is no issue either. Says Curran's looming.
If anybody has pharmacy or streetwise, either one of those will show that his alcoholism may end up being a problem on the horizon for you guys.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I was kind of planning on potentially trying
Yeah.
to address this.
What if we have canonical alcoholism? Would that give it to us too?
Yes, that also is. Well, do you realize that it's going to be a problem, or do you not realize that it's a problem?
This is a problem that Colin's been facing the last couple months. Not to
I
this
know.
degree.
I
but-
guess you're right. You've been specifically not drinking because you know it's a problem. Yeah, no, this is going to be an issue.
I guess we could stock up on booze.
Mr. Singh, as I said, part of our goal here is we want to help each other. We're helping you financially at the moment, and you're helping us up the mountain. I would like to help you a little bit further, as it seems that you might have some things that are holding you back. Would you be willing to let me try something?
You will need to spend reassurance to make him listen to this at all, because he's about to tell you to give him his money and then fuck off.
Okay. Yeah, I'll spend to make him listen. I want to use hypnotism, but the target has to be willing.
Oh, you want to hypnotize him?
Yes.
Huh.
It is a proven method to help people
Nah.
deal with alcoholism.
Yes.
Well, I was going to say reassurance. He was going to tell you why he's drinking himself to death.
That is also good to know.
And that also could be known through hypnosis, maybe?
Okay. Yeah. Difficulty 4. Hypnosis. This isn't going to cure him,
No.
by the way, but it will reduce it. Yeah.
You know what? I will spend 1 point of hypnosis on this.
Okay.
Crap baskets. Did not work.
In the discussion that you were having with him and a little bit under the hypnosis, though, he doesn't really stay under because he's not really willing to go for it, turns out, because of maybe your manner or whatever.
He's not as willing as it seemed.
Yeah. He once had a family and a good job leading wealthy foreign tourists up mountains. Then he returned from an expedition to find that his wife and child had been struck down by disease, and they were trying to reach him, but he was high up on a mountain,
Oh,
and people were not able to reach him.
Yeah, that'd do it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he abandoned his faith, been a converted Anglican, actually, but he's abandoned that. And he stayed with his extended family for a while, but eventually they drove him out as well because he kept selling everything he had to just buy more booze and destroy his life.
Oh, that's sad.
His long-term plan right now is to eventually return to the mountains and die there.
Well, seems like we're helping you out then.
He's hanging with the right crowd, unfortunately.
There is a very good chance that he will die in the mountains while we're there.
But you can do it in a way that helps people.
Exactly.
And that's the dream.
The American dream.
Yeah, probably.
Da 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 da.
So, you continue on your way, I suppose, toward Mount Kalish, but now with another person in tow.
Alrighty.
After a couple days of travel, as you travel through one of the larger regional centers, you see Singh has purchased a good amount of supplies that he thinks that will be needed to climb up the mountain. He has spent a point of credit rating on your behalf.
Okay.
Make a difficulty 4 sense trouble test.
All right, Collin got it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
In and among the legitimate gear is enough small lots of moonshine to keep him in liquor for a month or more.
A month?
Yes.
Sing, you gotta take it a little
Jesus,
easier than that. And I
man.
pull one out, put it in my own backpack.
Is that how long you think we're gonna be up there?
Just want to make sure we're prepared.
Well, it looks like you're real prepared. Mm-hmm. I mean, if your goal is to climb into the mountain and die, I suppose you'll do it real good. I'm not going to say take it back. It's just,
Okay.
wait until we're up there.
Your journey continues. Sing, as you have said he could just drink, continues to drink. Which I'm not saying that you should have stopped him from drinking or whatever, but, we are not going to deal with him drying out or anything like that. He is just going to continue to drink.
Yeah, my issue is that he just,
Yeah.
keeps us on track.
Yeah.
He wants to drink himself to death. Once we get there, go for it.
Who spends the point of credit rating, by the way?
I'll spend it.
He used your money to buy booze. You make your way into the Himalayas themselves as you travel across India. Feel like we're sort of watching a film strip of shots as you are traveling along.
I keep wanting to have these little scenes, like in our rooms, crappy as they are, just drinking something foul, vaguely resembling caffeine, and looking up the mountain that we're about to climb.
Climbing along the mountaintop. Collin looks down at a gold ring in his hand.
You're not quite in the mountains themselves yet. Well, you're in sort of the foothills. The forests that you're in become colder and drier and more sparse as Sing leads you through the mountains. Eventually, you leave behind the trucks, cars, and buses. The roads become increasingly narrow and steep, and you start traveling on the mountains themselves. You are going to need to transfer your dynamite and other supplies to beasts of burden.
Nobody shake this goat too hard.
Shaken goat syndrome.
And I will say this, the views are nothing short of spectacular.
Holy hell. This is beautiful.
You spend days walking or riding beasts of burden on switchback mountain trails along ravines that drop steeply away. From time to time, you do see evidence of British attempts to pave proper roads and sections of the trail. They don't last very long. And you eventually make it to the small town of Barang, which is a Tibetan town in a river valley that amounts to sort of a staging point to travel either to Mount Kailash, or there is a large number of pilgrims that are going to a nearby lake called Lake Manasarovar, which is believed to be a holy spiritual place where you can cleanse your sins when you bathe in the water there. The city itself has an ancient fort called Telga Kar, which means Lying Tiger Fort, and it's where the regional administration sort of dwells for this area. This is not a huge town, but it is a big town for this part of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How cold is it?
It's getting cold. It's very cold.
Finally, somewhere that's not hot.
Yeah.
You see that this is the place where a lot of people are hiring porters as the trail is going to become more difficult. Singh, however, warns you against doing that and says, don't tell anyone what you're planning on doing.
Yeah, we got that.
yeah.
Yeah.
We ever do an assess honesty on this guy?
The assess on, like, he's a drunk. He does not seem like he's trying to screw you over. Well, he sees you as a means to get extra money. That you're a bunch of dumb tourists who want to climb up a mountain for a stupid fucking reason, but your money spends as well as anybody else.
He's great.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I can understand greed.
And he was running out of money to drink himself to death. So,
Yeah, it doesn't really pay all that well.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no, it really doesn't.
and you can see from the city of Barang, you can look up and you can see Mount Kailash.
We're coming for you, you toothy motherfucker.
Well, hopefully it wasn't another lie. Thanks for listening. Daniel is our GM, JP Falk is Nathan, Donovan Smalls is Damien, Frank Kearns is Renee, and Collin Kane is me, Russell. I also mixed, mastered, and music this episode. Our album art is by Trinity the Tea Time Witch, who you can find at Trinistrations on Instagram. We got updated info, woo! Our main theme is by Claire LW on SoundCloud. We have a website, Discord, and Patreon if you're so inclined. Daniel and Nathan have old podcasts you can check out, Wrath and Story and Forgotten Eras, a Kingdom Hearts podcast, respectively. Damien has a Twitch channel at twitch.tv/magicalhack, and Renee has a DeviantArt page where she puts up some of the paintings she's done inspired by the events of the show. Again, thanks for listening, and until next time.